so bad, but it just hasn't worked out. You've been hearing me talk about that forever. And there's been so many times with so many places that we're really close to doing. We were right there, and it just falls apart and didn't happen.
It's not close enough.
What's that?
It's not close enough right now.
No.
So next week we have the lightweight
I'm excited for that fight.
Now, obviously, Edgar beats Henderson. Would you do a trilogy with them, or is it let's get the lightweight title moving again?
We'd have to get it moving again. It's the unfortunate position that Ben is in, you know what I mean? Ben stepped up and takes the rematch with Frankie, which, you know, I didn't want it to happen, but Frankie came to me a million times. This guy's always stepped up and always been there for us, you know, and I felt obligated to return the favor. So Ben accepted, and of course now, if Ben loses in that fight, he gets back in line, you know what I mean? So definitely some pressure on Henderson for that fight.
So where does Donald and Melvin sit in some fights?
You know, I'm excited for that fight. I love that fight. I love watching both of those guys fight, and it should be explosive. You know, I don't see that one going the distance, but who knows?
Can you break down that fight?
You know what, man? They're, like I said, they're both explosive. You know, Melvin Guillard can knock it. Melvin Guillard is one of these guys that should have been a champion already, you know? He's nutty in the head. Over the last several years, he's been with good camps that have, you know, settled him down personally. Got his ass in the gym, got him working on things he needs to, but I think that kid has had and still has so much potential. He can knock you out. You can go to the ground. You can wrestle. He gets submitted. You know. He's got submission defense. He's a submission fighter, but I don't know. I'd love to see that fight stand up. I'd love to see those guys stand up and bang it out, but who knows?
And also the main event as well.
Huh? I think the main event is going to be the exact same fight the last one was. I mean, both guys go 100 miles an hour. I think that I know how Frankie is. I know the way that this kid's built and the way that he's going to go after it. He knows this is his last shot. I think it's going to be a great fight.
Dana, one of the guys on...
Huh?
Will Frankie cut down if he does?
I think he should have cut down already. Who knows? He doesn't listen to me. He should. We'll see what happens.
One of the guys on the main card tomorrow is, Saturday is Mike Swick. He's been out for a while. He's been with you since Tough One. Did you guys ever at any point think he wasn't going to make it back?
Yeah, you know, Swick was out for some. We started calling him Mr. Glass around the office. You know, he's getting hurt every time he would train for a fight. I love Mike Swick. You know, he's one of the originals from season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter. He's one of the greatest guys you can meet. He's a hard worker, and you know, he battled us. I don't know if it's a disease or whatever it is that he had. I've never even heard of the thing before, but you know, he battled it. He overcame it, and it's not Saturday yet, but hopefully he doesn't get hurt between now and Saturday. But it's good to have him back. I'm excited to have him back, and I'm excited for that fight too. I love that you guys didn't see this yet, but in the vignette for these two on Fox, DeMarcus says, he goes, "There's a 50% chance I'm going to win this fight. There's a 100% chance somebody's getting knocked out." I love that. I love that line.
Do you have any thoughts on BJ Penn, Roy McDonald? They've been in Twitter and news, all this talk with VADA and the voluntary testing and all that stuff. Do you have any thoughts on that? I mean, can you allow them to go through with that? And do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing, or what do you think?
It's just stupid. You know, you got guys like BJ and Big Country and guys like that are always out there talking all this smack. The Nevada State Athletic Commission does the drug testing. They do the drug testing. VADA, WADA, BADA, DADA, whatever. Nevada does it, or California, or wherever we are.
These guys are saying that they're signed up for a deal and they're going to do it. It's going to be done.
Yeah, BJ wants to go drug test every friggin' 2 days or whatever he wants. Good for him. Knock yourself out.
So you won't stand in the way of those two guys participating?
Yeah, I don't think both guys are going to participate.
Roy says he is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's their business.
The Fox shows that seem to be you're finally touching on using them to build more contenders. Is this what you're feel the purpose of the Fox deal is not building more contenders? before the title shots for those guys?
Yeah. The guys that fighting on Fox are guys who are in line for title shots.
Were you at Ronda Rousey's fight? You're a big supporter of her. Were you?
Huge Ronda Rousey fan. Yeah, when is it?
August 18th.
August 18th. It depends on where I'm, but yeah, I want to go.
It's in San Diego.
Yeah, no, I know. I knew where it was. I just didn't know when. But yeah, I want to go. If I'm in town and I'm not somewhere else, I will be there in San Diego.
Speaking of strike courts, what's going on with Barnett?
Barnett's healing. You know, he was hurt in that fight, and you know, when he's ready to go, we'll find him a fight.
Dana, speaking of women's MMA, have you heard about this Invicta group, the all-female group?
Yeah, it's all women's
all
fighting.
Women, yeah. Two pretty awesome shows. Does that at least start to make you think that it is a little deeper than...
No, I think it's a great thing because I think the fact that there is a women's show and it's happening consistently, that you will get women that will start training in it. If you have to be able to make money. If women can make money, build their records, just like, you know, smaller MMA shows, you know, that happen all over the world. The more girls that continue to fight, continue to make money and build records, the deeper the divisions will get.
Is it true you sent Shannon, the CEO of the organization, a sort of bouquet or something before her first show to wish her good luck?
I did.
That was nice.
Am I sweet or what? Huh?
So if they do continue to develop and this does become a good thing that, you know, it sticks around and women are developing and they're getting better, I mean, can you reevaluate your position
on
that?
It. My position is there's not enough good women out there.
Right.
You know, you got Ronda Rousey, you got Misha Tate, and then we'll see what everybody else has got. You know what I mean?
But 10 years from now, 20 years from now, if it's developing, then, you know, that could be a potential in the UFC.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Dana, when you mentioned the women, you never mentioned, I'm not sure if there's a reason for this, Sarah Kaufman, who is...
I don't know enough.
You don't know?
I don't pay attention or focus on the women's at all.
She beat Misha.
Yeah. I don't focus on it. You know? I know a couple here, a couple there. I know two, actually.
That's it.
A couple there, I know two.
Dana, boxing promoters, they go to London, they watch all the boxing action just so they can try to bring these guys into the loop. What kind of scouting at all do you do for the judo or taekwondo? Or
none. We really don't do anything. No.
You don't have to try to get your hooks.
Yeah, it's not like this is a judo company, you know what I mean? Right. So we're out there looking for, and if somebody wins the Olympics in wrestling or judo or whatever it might be, they have to train their ass off for mixed martial arts because it's completely different. But like I said in the press conference, I would love to see some of these Olympians, you know, start trying to compete in mixed martial arts. Would be awesome.
Well, Dana, fans brought up weight classes today. A couple weeks back, you dropped the bomb that 115 would be something you look at. Now, were you just talking theoretical, or do you see that happening?
It'll happen. Yeah.
How soon do you think we could see an introduction like that?
I don't know, man. We're going into Asia, Mexico, going into South America, and traditionally they're all smaller guys. So.
Near future?
It's going to make, I mean, our first event in China is going to be in November, and you know how it happens, man. After we put on an event, you know, it explodes and people start training. India too. I mean, you're going to see talent in those lighter weight divisions.
Leben was in Sweden a month ago, and he's doing really good. Do you know when he's coming back?
I don't, but he's another one too, man.
Whom you think he should fight?
I love Leben too. He's a warrior. He always brings it. And I'm happy that he's got his stuff together again, and I want to see that kid do well. And when he walks away from this sport, I want to see him walk away with his gym, his business that he has, some money in the bank, a house paid off. You know what I mean? All the things that he contributed a lot to this company. You know, season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter, when the whole blow up with him and Koscheck and Bobby Southworth happened, 2.3 million people tuned into that 5th episode or 6th episode, whatever it was, which was astronomical numbers at that time for that network and for our first time ever on television. And Leben has put on some awesome fights in this company, and I respect him, and I care about him, and I want to see him do well.
Because his suspension goes out in November. Do you think he will fight during this year?
I don't know. We'll see.
How is the following for the wrestling season of UK versus Australia done so far?
It's going really well. Things are going good there. The fights to get into the house Monday for the show here were awesome. You know, I swear to God, you guys, I swear to God, I'm sitting there watching these fights, right? Great fights. Yeah, there were a couple of some fucking wrestling matches and shit, but for the most part, most of them were really good. And there's a couple guys. There was one guy in there, you know, The fight didn't last long, but holy shit. The way that this fight went down and this guy's attitude and the way that the whole thing happened. And I said, you know, because I knew we were going to start talking about Tough here pretty soon. And I'm like, I'm not going to go out there. I'm not going to tell the media, wait till you see this. Every fucking season, like 17 seasons I've been saying it. You just have to watch and see. But FX.
When are you going to release the names of the cast?
I have no idea. I don't know. When it gets closer, I'm sure, to airing. Huh? Sometime next year.
Early next year?
Yeah, early next year.
How much convincing did it take Frank Mir to go to Frankie's Strikeforce?
Say that again?
How much convincing did it take you to get Mir to take the Cormier fight?
Not much. It makes all the sense in the world when you really think about it. Mir just lost, right? He has, I mean, who's had more title shots for the heavyweight division in the UFC than Frank Mir, right? This guy's been with the company for 11 years. He's been fighting in the UFC for 11 years. It's as long as we've existed, you know what I mean? And for him to get the opportunity to go fight Cormier, and Cormier to have the opportunity to fight Mir, it really does make sense. Cormier smokes Mir, or the other way around. Good stuff.
Obviously, Strikeforce isn't your baby, but is that a title fight? You know, is there any kind of title on the line, or
yeah?
Is it a heavyweight title fight for Strikeforce?
Yeah.
I thought I heard they just dissolved the belts.
There you go. I don't know, but it should be a title fight. As far as I know, it's a title fight.
5-rounder.
And it should be.
Or will it? I won't be a 5-rounder actually.
He won the tournament. He's their heavyweight champion. Whether he's there for 1 fight or 10 fights, he's their guy.
Right.
Programmet presenteras av Betsay.com.